Formula Honda is your family corner Honda dealership, and we speak 20 languages right in the corner of Markham and Finch in Scarborough. Formula Honda.
Whether you're thinking of selling, buying, or investing in real estate, call George Sagan first, the honest and experienced realtor who delivers. For a limited time, George is offering our viewers a free Apple iPad or Samsung tablet. Call George today or visit his website.
Hello, we're back with Panorama. We are with our company with our very good soprano singer and my friend, Denise Williams. Denise, I know you are an educator as well. You teach music. You have a school in music?
Yes, I teach.
Okay.
I teach voice mainly.
Okay.
So I have a vocal studio, which also specializes in musicianship and performing. And I have a music theater company. It's No Strings Theater, and that one is for youths and young adults actually to give them that start. You know, if we go back to some of the things that why we're doing what we're doing and some of our successes is because somebody along the way helped us. Somebody along the way gave us that little whatever it was, and some of us struggled a little longer, right?
In your journey on teaching, how many young people, boys or girls, would come up to you and say, Miss Williams, can you teach me how to sing soprano or a tenor, or how many?
Oh my goodness, along the way?
Yeah.
Oh, I have over 100. I have hundreds.
Really?
I have hundreds. Yeah, definitely hundreds over the years.
Is it hard to determine if a young child would pick an opera instead of pop music? And I just wonder.
It's difficult to determine.
Yes,
I mean, you can always determine in a way their gift, what suits them, and you can give somebody what you call their potential.
Yes.
You could say, wow, this is your potential. But not everybody desires to choose.
In your case, would you consider yourself more of a soprano than a
vocalist?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a soprano. That suits me best. I happen to love it. I understand it. However, I love crossing over. I love that.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah,
I love creativity, but it's based on a classical or a classical foundation, and what we call that, if you're interested at all in what classical foundation is because people get confused. It's not about big voice. It's all about spin.
Yes.
It's all about, it's called like how the voice can spin most easily and sing on this lovely little, this what we call clear, easy, balanced, and resonant tone. Now from there, you can go into a belt voice, a little bit of more of a harder kind of a chest tone.
Yeah.
Or you can mix it up from bottom all the way to top.
Where were you trained? In Toronto?
Yes.
Who's your teacher? Who's your mentor or teacher?
Yeah, I had a few. I started the Conservatory of Music. I had several teachers at the Conservatory. I'm not going to name any particular names, but several teachers at the Conservatory, and then outside of the Conservatory, several teachers who have come into Canada from Europe, from the States, and I actually am still studying to this day.
That's what's supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm still doing it, and I'm still doing workshops. I have a wonderful, some mentors that come into town from different places, and a really great mentor here in Toronto right now. And I think that's the key.
With that kind of voice, you didn't think of moving down either Los Angeles or New York?
Mistake of my life that I didn't leave Canada, sorry. I should have left Canada and been
That's
in the
why I
States.
ask you. You should have tried at least.
Yeah,
you never know where you are right now.
I had an opportunity to study in the States under a scholarship, and I did not give it the big oomph because I already had children that were about 5 and 3 at the time or something of that sort.
Your own children, you mean?
My own children.
Yeah, okay, all right, that's why.
I already had my own children, and it was confusing how I could do that. I didn't know how to do that, when you're a young parent. And I think if I had a mentor of somebody who made success of that, did that successfully, to this day, we don't have too many success stories with parents. You know, it's like they've given one up for the other, and I just didn't think that was the thing to do. So if anything, I love my boys, and I'm just like the fact that I know who they are and that we're close. But you know, it would have been nice to I look.
But you have a son who plays the guitar, you said.
Saxophone.
The saxophone. Oh, really?
Saxophone,
Class.
Classy guy.
How old is he?
He sings. Oh dear. Ha ha ha.
So he should come over
mature.
here and play
Let's
one.
put it this way. He's mature.
Yeah. We'll invite him one of these days and play a
number. Yeah.
Does
I think that'd
he
be great.
belong to a group?
He's in a band.
Okay.
He's in a band called Yuka.
Do they play somewhere in down Toronto?
And they play in Toronto. They're a funk band. You can find them on Yuka, Y-U-K-A. You can find them on Facebook.
You got somebody who got your gene there.
Yes, and it's funk, and he does other things too.
Yeah.
He's a mentor just like myself, teaching in various schools. And I was saying that I started off life in science, but I love the fact that I've worked on mastering the art of voice, but not only the art of voice, the art of giving, the art of being generous,
Yes.
and the art of performing as a generous person, not as a person who's saying, hey, look at me, who's the fairest of the world, of them all, but how do we reach people? How do we reach people? How do we make people feel what they want to feel? Not always it's feeling better.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's pain, whatever it is. And I just want to say that I've been very fortunate to be on most of the stages in Toronto, most of the big stages in Toronto, singing solo, Kerner Hall, and we talked about Roy Thompson Hall, the Toronto Centre for the Arts, and the Mississauga Living Arts Centre, and most of those stages. And I'm very fortunate, and then some international stages as well. I'll definitely also mention one amazing group here in Toronto that's helped me stand on the mark, and that is the Nathaniel Dett Chorale. I was one of the founding members singing with that chorale in the late 1990s and the early 2000s. And I would say that due to the fact that it rose to, as you came to one of the concerts, it rose to a very, very professional status. That was the mandate of the chorale, is professional, but to highlight Afrocentricity, the Afrocentric works, the Afrocentric singers, and Afrocentric music and various. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not just black people. Yeah. It's Afrocentricity, which does not necessarily mean black.
We're going back.
Yeah, it could be any color, race, or creed, but that we're really, really celebrating the Afrocentric art. So in Toronto, I would say that group has aided many of us to go on the mark. You said, how does one get famous? You can be very good. Doesn't mean anybody knows about you. But I would say that I really thank the founder, Brainerd Blyden Taylor, all the singers that I sang with in the early days, and the choir still goes on today, for giving me a little bit more presence in Toronto. And I've did a little bit before then, and I've done more since then, and it's been a ride, great ride.
Denise Williams, ladies and gentlemen, all her CDs. Are these all available if you go to Snyder, whatever? Oh, there's this number Snyder.
Not really. You may find one of those, but I think these days you can Facebook, Denise Williams Soprano, and various things like that. Yeah, we can get to you.
Thank you, darling, for coming over here.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. It was great. It's not enough time.
Can you come back a year from now, maybe?
Okay, book me. I'm here. I'm here. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Thank you for the coffee.
You're welcome indeed. Did you hear it? Denise Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Joel. Really, my pleasure being here. Thank you.
My pleasure, too. Formula Honda is your family corner Honda dealership, and we speak 20 languages, right in the corner of Markham and Finch in Scarborough. Formula Honda.
Whether you're thinking of selling, buying, or investing in real estate, call George Sagan first, the honest and experienced realtor who delivers. For a limited time, George is offering our viewers a free Apple iPad or Samsung tablet. Call George today or visit his website.